We have just seen rushes direct from Hollywood of pictures being released in the coming weeks. And we are proud to announce that this theater will soon bring you the greatest array of pictures ever to reach our screen. You'll see the finest stars in exciting performances. You'll thrill to the suspense, comedy, romance, and drama of world-famous stories. Here's a glimpse of a few of them coming to this theater soon.
Something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? That's right. I ain't afraid of no ghost. If you're seeing things running through your Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid of no ghost. You know, busting makes me feel good. I ain't afraid of no ghost. You know, busting makes me feel good.
Hello, welcome once again to the R.A.D Podcasting, episode 16, the Halloween special. No doubt if you haven't already turned this off because of the intro, fair play to you for sticking through it. I am of course Coxy, joined once again by the man of 1,000 seas.
Yep, I'm for this episode I am Count Christ.
Count Christ.
It was you that told me that one.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you said that ages ago. I can put a bit of an accent on.
No, you're alright.
I am Count Christ.
Like Count Chocula.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
There.
I can't keep the accent going. I'll talk in my normal voice.
It's one of your favourite times of the year coming up.
Oh yes, yeah.
On Monday.
Yeah, I do love Halloween. It's just, well, the thing is, I just generally like the whole horror theme of Halloween. You know, the whole idea of dressing in crazy costumes and go around scaring people, and there's lots of Halloween events on, which sadly we haven't made it to this year.
Yeah, we'll cover that later.
Yeah, I just love Halloween in general. It's not just for kids, as far as I'm concerned. It's for adults. It's just as much fun for adults as well.
Well, we've got some facts coming up later. We've got some other topics sent in by Paul and Daz from the R.A.D Podcast. Check out the R.A.D Podcast. It's random ass discussion. You can sometimes hear my advert on there. Check that out on Spreaker and Facebook. But other than that, it's just a quick update on what we haven't been doing, because we haven't had a chance to do much because we've all been busy. But once Halloween's out of the way and stuff, we are looking to hopefully record more. Just all out of timing, stuff like that. So, but we are no sign of slowing down. And don't forget our announcement coming up on the 1st of November, which is quite big. So.
Do I know what that is, or...?
Yes.
Alright, I won't say anything.
The obvious people will know that and then they'll start questioning you, going, what is it? Tell us.
Well, I'm not sure if I know what it is. But
and well, you know it.
Right. Yeah, I'll be quiet.
So yeah, this is technically the Halloween episode. It's probably not going to be much for a Halloween episode, but I wanted to do a special to get something out for Halloween.
We're talking Halloween topics, aren't we? So
yeah.
There's no point wearing fancy dress because no one's going to see it anyways. When you think about it,
it's like when Bunkle did something the other last time we recorded. Did a lot of hand fingers, like they can't see you, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the old saying, you have a face for radio, isn't it? It's one of them.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's like I remember a long time ago somebody told me I had a promising career in the film industry. Yeah.
That never happened.
But then talkies came along and ruined it.
Yeah, that did happen.
That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
I'm not really that old. I just get that one in.
It really is. So yeah, we'll jump sort of straight into things really. Favourite Halloween what's our favourite Halloween horror films and just Halloween related films?
We've been discussing it, haven't we? You technically could say a horror film is a Halloween film because Halloween is a horror holiday, really, isn't it? But then,
well, yeah, but I mean, there's films like Hocus Pocus, and there's
like I know Shaun of the Dead was on last night, and I guess that's a bit of a Halloween. You could say that's a bit of a Halloween film because it's the zombie thing.
There's also stuff like Coraline, there's Frankenweenie, there's Paranorman.
You could argue Nightmare Before Christmas technically a Halloween film, as it set at Halloween.
Film?
Yeah, that's up for debate, isn't it? Really?
Maybe. Nightmare Before Christmas. So
yeah, it's a funny one.
I believe it's the Disney fans.
It's set at Halloween, isn't it?
I can't remember. It's been ages since I watched it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah. In terms of horror, I would say Halloween/horror films. I would probably say. I'm trying to think now.
Well, this is one I know you like. Is Freddy.
Oh yeah,
you got the it's like the one box that you have at home.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that. Funnily enough, I like Friday the 13th, but the trouble with Friday the 13th is you've seen them all pretty much because it's the premise is the same for all of them. Jason goes on a killing spree with all the teenagers, and they all end up dying. But I still enjoy the films anyway.
The 2009 one's a good. The remake is a good one.
Yeah, but then again, to be honest, Nightmare on Elm Street is pretty much the same. I've actually watched all the old films now, right through to number 7, and it's the same thing. It's number 1's brilliant. That's classic.
The problem with Nightmare had though was that you had different directors coming in, different producers coming and going. I've got my artistic vision that I want to get across in this film. It ended up just being shit.
I'd say number 1's my personal favourite. Number 1 and 2, I'd say, are the best ones to watch. But then when as you go along further along, they get funnier but sillier in a way as well. To get more.
Yeah, that's part of the whole artistic vision.
Some of them, by the time you get to like number 6 or 7, you're just laughing all the way through. There's just becomes more like a horror comedy film. Yeah. I mean, the first 2, it's like classic Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy actually comes across as a scary character, but then as one review I read, I think it was number 5 or 6, said he's turned from sadistic
Dream Warriors or something.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. Yeah, he turns from sadistic killer into a comical boogeyman or something like that, which I would say is actually an accurate description.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember one. I would recommend watching it just for a laugh, really. Some of the later ones, like I said, they get a bit silly. But there's one where he has this thing where I can't remember which one it is now, but he tries to like torture them all by looking at their personal weaknesses or phobias, kind of thing. And there's a deaf guy. No, not. I think he's deaf, so he tortures him by like scratching blackboards and things like that to make these horrible screeching sounds to a point where his head explodes and things like that. Or there's
might be 4. I can't remember.
It's one of the later ones. And my personal favourite is there's a typical stoner guy there off his head watching telly. All of a sudden they start playing that what's that song that was on The Simpsons, Garden of Eden, but the psychedelic version of it, Iron Butterfly over, that's it. Yeah. And all of a sudden Freddy pops up on the telly in a sort of Austin Powers style with that sort of that psychedelic look. And the next thing you know, the guy gets dragged into the TV. That's how weird they get as you go along. It is funny though. But I'd say my favourite horror film is probably Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. And then close second, I'd probably say I quite like Creepshow. That's a good.
Creepshow's a good one.
Yeah.
Creepshow 2 as well.
Yeah, 1 or 2. 3's awful.
3 doesn't count.
Good for a laugh, but not a great film.
I've not made it down here. I've got loads I could list off. Right. I had Toxic Avenger on the other night.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Sergeant Kabuki Man on as well. My go-to is there's one I like called Trick or Treat, which is like a bit like Creepshow, but it's like one, rather than split things, it's like one long. The stuff's happening through the night in different bits. You need to watch it a couple of times to understand everything, sort of, because you can miss stuff from the first viewing. Something like 4 viewings to see everything that I've missed. Trauma stuff. Again, guilty pleasure, but I like grindhouse stuff.
I do quite enjoy. It's more comedy, but I quite enjoy the scary movie series as well. They're a good Halloween themed film, I would say, as well.
Yeah, but the one was like sort of semi-serious, like the way it's like Scream, but just funny. 2 was a complete piss take. 3 was a bit naff, and 4 was pretty good. And then 5 was just absolutely shocking.
4 was brilliant. The War of the Worlds parody. Yeah. that was brilliant.
What other ones are there I like? Oh, Rob Zombie, House of Thousand Corpses. Devil's Rejects, brilliant film. 31, his new one's a good one as well. I quite like that one. I wasn't impressed with the Halloween variants, so they were a bit. No.
That's the film I need to get back to watching. Really, the Halloween films. I've not seen them for a long time. That's one I must somewhere to watch.
Just watch the Papa Michael ones.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what I mean.
Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, where he's not even in it. So, yeah. So what's? Oh, I like Hatchet, and the Hatchet trilogy as well. They're pretty good. But again, they sort of come under comedy, but they're also horror. So, yeah, there's loads I could pick from. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Again, it's horror comedy.
Yeah.
Evil Dead. I like Evil Dead. Shaun of the Dead again is horror comedy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, check those films out. I'll post some short Halloween shorts as well that I like from YouTube on the Facebook, probably tomorrow or Monday. So yeah, speaking of events, we've not had a chance to make any this year.
No, I haven't. Not yet.
Well, we've got Jonesy's tomorrow if we can make it down. So, 'cause you know where that is.
Yeah. Yes, we will. I've done it before, but
we've not managed Farmageddon. We've not managed Scare Kingdom.
No.
We're sitting in tonight recording this.
Yeah. Next year, we keep saying it, but next year we will get to one of those. We said that for about
the past 3 years, so it probably won't happen next year either.
Well, we're still going to go to Jonesy's. Anyone who's listening from Blackpool know what we're referring to, most likely. Jonesy's Halloween Maze, which I visited last year, and it was quite good. It's a free event. They put a lot of work into it. It's in someone's back garden, so it's not. As I said, we were saying before. I said it's quite tame in terms of its scariness. It's not. You're not expecting because it is a family orientated event. Really, it's not going to be. I can't think of a description, but it's not
not overly scary.
Yeah, it's still definitely worth looking at anyway, and it's free, and someone's gone to a lot of trouble putting it all together. So definitely worth a look. Yeah. It's hidden away up near the biscuit factory.
Well, it's on the. You can find it on Facebook. Just I think I can't wait to search for. But yeah, it's. I'll probably check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely worth a look.
We'll see what's what. So. But yes, next year we'll do something.
We will, definitely.
Even if it's got Pleasure Beach tonight like we were meant to.
Well, yeah, I've been wanting to do that for the last 3 or 4 years as well. I will get there eventually. I'm going to probably go Pleasure Beach anyway, but I mean for the Halloween event, as they have live actors on. But we'll definitely get there next year.
Yes. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you haven't already, check out the Halloween event, because we haven't had a chance to. You've still got time, still Halloween, not Halloween till Monday. I'll probably put this out tonight.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow. There's been a lot of people moaning on social media recently.
Oh, yes.
About The Walking Dead. Because of the season 7 premiere apparently been too gory and too violent.
Ah, right.
You've probably seen the pictures online.
No, I haven't really. I made pictures. It's one of them because I've still yet to watch season 1. I'm trying to avoid spoilers with these kind of shows. So in about a year's time, I'll probably finally get round to finishing season 1. That's
2 years.
Yeah. So I don't want to get all the spoilers, all the bad I'll probably forgot anyway. But yeah,
You've probably seen people posting about it though.
Possibly, yeah.
It'll mean nothing to you.
No.
Until that later, when you get to that season.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've only just started on Game of Thrones, so Walking Dead is on my to-do list, but I've yet to watch it.
Bit like
You not watched any?
I watched that episode once. I watched more than you.
Oh right, fair enough.
No, I've not seen the scenes myself, but it is that thing of that. It's got people talking. It's got people intrigued, and it's got people freaking out saying it's too violent. But then it's look half the stuff you watch on TV nowadays.
Well, it's a show about zombies, isn't it? Anyway, so
that's one of the arguments brought up, and it's like you don't like it, just don't watch it. Just don't
exactly,
about it, so I'm not going to watch it anymore.
I mean, Alex, I've yet to watch season 1, but I mean, probably my knowledge of Walking Dead is probably, I don't know what I'm referring to, and other fans might know. The Dumb Ways to Die video, the not Breaking Bad, the Walking Dead parody. That sort of is my knowledge of Walking Dead just from that song. And even just watching the video of that.
Have you seen Carl?
It's like people shooting each other with shotguns and cutting legs off and things like that. So that's what I'd expect from a show about zombies anyway. So to complain it's too gory, it seems a bit silly to me.
A Jiggy Jar Jar do.
Yeah,
that's about all my knowledge of it from bad lip reading.
Yeah. I like the sound of that. It's a funny term, that.
I want to show you the video. The Game of Thrones one's good with that one as well. Another one where I can find my box for it. One of my current favourite TV show, which I hold in my hand now, is Ash vs Evil Dead.
That's on my to watch list as well.
You need to watch the films yet?
Oh right.
No, it's on. If you got Virgin Media XL, whatever it's called, you can watch this on demand.
Oh, I might be able to, and possibly.
Failing that, you can pick it up. So pick up season 1 DVD. Season 2's on America at the moment, but it can be acquired via means. Check it out again. It's over the top gore and a lot of humour.
Oh, that's
it's really good. Me and Gareth both love it. The Man of 1,000 G's, we both love it.
Is it Toxic Avenger style humour?
If you watch Evil Dead, if you watch the Evil Dead films, you'll probably appreciate it more. So
that's on my to watch list as well.
But there is toilet humour in it. So.
Well, with anything over the top is my kind of style anyway.
It's quite over the top.
Oh, that'll be fine for me.
It's got Bruce Campbell in it. Lucy Lawless makes an appearance as well. And Pablo and Kelly are both good characters in it. So yeah, check it out. Following on from that, don't forget our another announcement on the 1st of November at Playbar. Don't know what time I'll announce it yet.
Will that be a live announcement, or is it just going to be a Facebook announcement? Have you decided?
I'm probably just going to do it as a Facebook announcement because I'm working Wednesday all day. No wait, Tuesday. Yeah, the 1st of Tuesday. Again, I'm working, so it might be. If it was live, it'd be late on. So I might just do it as a Facebook post.
Yeah.
Wait and see. Also, we're going to jump over some listener topics. There's some Halloween ones, some not Halloween ones. In fact, before we do that, I want to jump into some Halloween facts. Because it's meant to be the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And we covered about 2 things that are Halloween related. when it loads. So here's some weird Halloween trivia.
Yeah.
Originally, you had a dance for your treat.
Oh, that sounds fair. Make the kids do that when they knock on my door over. So, sounds like a fair deal.
Essentially, this is from a website. I'm not going to say where. Well, I play after to quote it. It's Huffington Post. It says most experts trace trick-or-treating to the European practice of mumming or guising, in which costume-wearing participants would go door-to-door performing choreographed dances, songs and plays in exchange for treats. So there we go.
Yeah, there is the alternative origins of Halloween from The Simpsons, which was what was it? The witches go to people's house to eat their children. So then the Flanders gave him gingerbread man instead, and he decided, actually, let's scare people into giving us candy. that's the alternative story.
the first ever caramel cod.
That's the one, yeah.
Halloween is more Irish than St. Patrick's Day.
I find that hard to believe. Because I always thought Halloween was more of an American holiday. Or
Halloween's origins come from a Celtic festival for the dead called Samhain. Celts believe the ghosts of the dead roamed the earth on this holiday, so people would dress in costumes and leave treats out on their front doors to appease the roaming spirits.
Especially, I was in Tesco tonight, and the customer said to the staff that were in there, one of them was dressed up in costume and two weren't, and a woman said, "How come you're not dressed up?" And he said, the guy replied, "Do I look American?"
Was essentially the Halloween prototype was eventually disrupted and adapted by Christian missionaries into celebrations close to what we celebrate today, including partly by the not Irish St. Patrick, whose work was later mostly recognised by Americans. So, St. Patrick's Day was basically invented in America by Irish Americans. That's a classics professor at Luther College in Iowa. If you'd have been around for the earliest Halloween celebrations, you might have worn animal skins and heads. That's been way, way back to Germany and France traditions. So,
to be honest, in Blackpool, that's like every day. Some places,
every Saturday.
Yeah.
Jack-o'-lanterns were once made out of turnips, beets, and potatoes, not pumpkins.
That's believable.
From the crash. According to folklore, Stingy Jack. It's the jack-o'-lantern comes from an old Irish tale about a man named Stingy Jack. According to folklore, Stingy Jack was out getting sloshed with the devil when Jack convinced his drinking partner to turn himself into a coin to pay for the drinks without spending money. Jack then put the devil, shaped like a coin, into his pocket, which contained a silver cross that kept the devil from transforming back. Jack promised to free the devil as long as the devil wouldn't bother him for a year, and if he died, the devil could never claim his soul. Jack tricked the devil again later, getting him to pick a piece of fruit out of a tree, then carving a cross into the bark when the devil was in the branches. This trick bought Jack another 10 years of devil-free living.
Interesting.
When Jack finally died, God decided he wasn't fit for heaven, but the devil had promised to never claim his soul for hell, so Jack was sent off to roam earth with only a burning coal for light. He put the coal into a turnip as a lantern, and Stingy Jack became Jack of the Lantern, or Jack-o'-lantern. Based on this myth, the Irish carve scary faces into turnips, beets and potatoes, scare away Stingy Jack or any other spirits of the night. So there you go.
Interesting. So I better make sure I get a pumpkin this year or something. Yes.
In a few American towns, Halloween was originally referred to as Cabbage Night. That's to do with an old Scottish fortune-telling game where girls use cabbage stumps to predict information about their future husbands.
Right.
My last one. Studies have shown that Halloween actually makes kids act more evil.
That's arguable, to be honest.
It's not really the boy little bastards.
Well, the kids I get nowadays, they all come accompanied by an adult, usually, anyway.
They do nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we were younger, going back 20 years ago, you'd just go on your own.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a Halloween party with all my primary school friends it was like the last year of primary school, so we had a boys versus girls competition, going out trick or treating Halloween party. The winner got, I can't remember what the prize was now, but
this one where you had a load of breadsticks or something.
Possibly,
There's something to do with breadsticks. I remember you saying once.
Possibly, yeah. A long time ago now, 20 years ago, so... Yeah, it was exactly this time 20 years ago. I would have been 11 at the time, so... Yeah, it was. No, it would have been 10.
Yeah, younger than that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Would have been 10, because it was like final year of primary school, so it would have been...
Yeah.
What would that be? That would be 95. Wow. 21 years ago.
So, yeah. Right, on to some user topics. Well, listener topics, even.
Yeah.
I keep calling them users, you listener. First of all, Paul writes in, modern day toys we loved as a kid, but not consoles.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I'm trying to think, really. There's some board games out now and things that I see, but then again, to be honest...
Cards Against Humanity doesn't count.
No. I was in Toys R Us today, funnily enough, and board games now, the board game section is massive. There's all sorts of... They seem to make a board game out of anything nowadays, but then again, I always think you're never too old to play any board games anyway, so that wouldn't really count now. I'm trying to think... I'd say, really.
I'd go for Lego. But it'd be the new stuff like the Lego Simpsons house or the Lego Quickie Mart.
Yeah, it is. Lego is really advance. I mean, back in our day, it was just it was fairly basic, wasn't it? You had your Lego bricks, so you had like the Lego hospital and the Lego police station, this kind of thing. But now
it's
the
pirate ship.
Yeah, that was good, but now it's just like really advanced. There's like Big Bang Theory Lego, there's Simpsons Lego, there's
Batman Tumblr Lego.
Yeah, and there's the Lego architecture where you can build Sydney Opera House and Houses of Parliament, all this kind of thing. So the White House and all that kind of thing. So it's got really, really advanced, hasn't it, in recent years? I think I'd go with that as well. I always loved Lego when I was younger as well.
Feeling that I play with like wrestling figures. I like some of the new ones that Joe reviewed before he shut his channel down, but look pretty good. But he's moved on to card stuff now, like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff, Magic the Gathering. So yeah, we'll go with Lego, Paul. Lego. I don't know many other toys.
No, I don't really. That was thinking when I started this topic. I was thinking, I'm not down with the kids, so I'd say that. So I wouldn't really know, because I don't have any kids myself yet. I wouldn't really know what the hidden thing is with kids nowadays.
I'm clueless. Paul also asked favourite types of shoes.
This is a good one.
See, I'm a DC's man myself. I like my DC trainers.
For me, it depends what I'm doing. It's like every day where I tend to wear, I'm not too fussy with trainers. I'll just find a pair I like to look up in Sports Direct and say, I don't know,
20 quid.
20 quid, yeah, that'll do as long as they work. And then again, same with running trainers. I find a pair that fits, I like to look at them. 20, 30 quid, that'll do. But then work shoes, though, because I work in a very on your feet kind of job. I tend to wear leather like the ones I've got right now. But best ones I've had, I think, are Crocs that are actually real good. I've got some at home that I wear around the house. They're actually quite comfortable.
Yes, he does do the Deadpool thing, folks. So comfy.
Yeah. And some people do wear Crocs at work because they are allowed in the hospital, so you can wear them. But I've had shoes that are similar to Crocs with rubber soles on, like leather shoes but with rubber kind of soles in them, and they were the best ones I've had. But then sadly, I had an accident involving my dog.
And she got to them.
Yeah.
She's like twice to me.
Decided to
3 times.
Decided to pick them up instead of one of her chew toys one day, and found them at the top of the stairs, ripped to shreds. But I've yet to find another pair of those yet. But if I'm out walking, I like. I don't tend to wear leather boots. I tend to wear the
walking shoes.
Yeah, like Carramore boots, which are still durable for some of the terrains that I walk on, or some of the walks that we do, but still comfortable to wear as well.
So it's like my DCs or my Airwalks, they're both comfy. Especially I have to stand all day at work sometimes, or most of the day. I didn't get to sit down the other day I had to sit down for about 10 minutes for a 12-hour shift, which was fun. So yeah, tell us your favourite types of shoes, Paul. He also asked, what's the point of not end?
Oh, I quite like this question.
Not at all Halloween related, but
no, but I
needed some filler.
Some silly things I could say, and there's some like serious things I could say on it. I was going to say, I'm trying to think of this one actually. Yeah, it's a hard one to think of, but I always think if you go to Fleetwood nowadays, Fleetwood's just gone really downhill these days.
Well, they're not here anymore.
No, that's all gone. And to be honest, Nottingham's like nice and Fleetwood to look at the like the wire extra, I always think. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's a bit out the way. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's not really attached to anywhere.
You got to cross a bridge to get to it.
Yeah, well, most of the ferries in action, which is hit and miss.
Very often, yeah.
It's like a 10-minute ferry journey to Fleetwood. It's nice for walking though. It's nice sea views over the wire extra, and it's nice to walk down the River Tambleton as well. So it does have some point in that sense, but
yeah. So I don't really know the point in Not End. I've been there once, I think, or twice in recent times, but I don't see much point in it. It just sort of exists.
Yeah.
Like most towns and cities in this place, it does seem to exist when they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Paul also asked the best and worst things about Halloween. So you have a topical question.
All right. Well, best things, I think I covered it in the intro. Things I like about Halloween personally. That's like the whole. So I love anything horror related, as Adam will know. I love anything to do with zombies and all that kind of stuff. So
you've still never seen Walking Dead?
Yeah, I'm getting to that. So I like the general horror theme of things. I mean, it's like where I live, somehow decorated for Halloween as well. Some are having parties and things. I just like the general horror theme of things personally. That's worst things I would say. Some people would say, it's already annoying what shit's coming knocking on my door. But that doesn't bother me too much, to be honest.
I've been to pretend you're out so you can't watch your favourite horror film.
I don't mind playing along with it, to be honest. I've just got to be careful not to scare them away. Me being me.
Just put a lion mane on Sasha.
yeah. I've seen that done before. It's a good joke, that. I saw a video out somewhere. It's got to be the right colour though. It's true, she's not got the right colour for that. We've got need that perfect sort of white brown colour, and it was a dog probably about Sasha's size, or maybe a little bit bigger. Had the Hawaiian mane on and got released into like an outside seating area, cafe area, and reactions of people was just hilarious. They shut themselves and run a mile. And then the dog, which they thought was a lion, just came over and started sniffing at their table. It's the reactions that make it the best.
Best thing I think are the sweets. But there's been like some good Halloween music and stuff released over the years.
Oh yeah, Halloween songs,
like the Monster Mash.
Yes. Rocky Horror,
Time Warp. Misfits have done Halloween 2 songs, which are pretty good.
What's that song you've got as well? Is that parody? You've got a guy doing Halloween, singing along to the Halloween theme, making
Golden Tusk.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
He's done like Halloween, he's done Saw, he's done Back to the Future, he's done Jurassic Park, he's done James Bond.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
The Halloween ones is the one that sort of got him
yeah,
recognised, I think.
Yeah, it's very clever.
But yeah, it's like a lot of sweets, a lot of decorations, but then it's sort of not so much the what I dislike about Halloween, well, one of the worst things is more it's illogical shops stuff like they have. Some shops have Halloween stuff down one side of the aisle and Christmas stuff down the other end. So let's get Halloween out of the way first and then sort Christmas out. I'm doing both at the same time.
It's like these days, don't you? Bloody August they start putting Christmas stuff out. I think
there's been a recent shop has already had Christmas music on.
Yeah, well, there was. I was down South Shore about 2 months ago.
I don't want to say what shop it is, though. So.
What's that?
I don't want to say what shop it is.
Oh, right.
It's a leading retailer. There we go.
Oh, this was like a market down South Shore, and I was stood outside and I could hear all the Christmas songs like Slade and Wizard already. But this is in the middle of September. So, I mean, Card Factory started getting Christmas cards in about August. They had a small Christmas section which got bigger and bigger over the last few months.
Oh, always will do. Well, no, because people want to do the opposite of me and buy them in advance, whereas I leave it to the last minute and then having to leave the shop to get too angry.
There's one of those annoying memes on Facebook today. Picture of Father Christmas. Only 8 Fridays left until Christmas. It drives me mad seeing those. As much as I like Christmas, I don't want to be reminded it's coming around that bloody quick.
Like, just mean I get to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation again soon.
Yes.
And Bill Murray's Christmas special on Netflix. Paul also asked, worst Halloween costume we've worn.
That's a hard one, mate.
Well, I had to ask him if he meant in bad taste, just like a plain shit one, and he said, well, I could go for both.
Well, I wouldn't really say I've won a bad taste one. I've had some shit ones where probably my shit is it's not even really a costume. That's why it's so shit now. I'd probably say because like, up until a few years ago, I was always one of these. I can't be arsed putting a full costume or this kind of thing. I went out with my girlfriend and one of her brothers out into Blackpool, and they had full costumes on, and I was like,
I remember this.
It's probably like 10 years ago now. This, and I was like, I don't do all that dressing up, all that bollocks, and I just basically wore black, like I'm wearing now.
You had a black shirt and black pants on.
Yeah.
You bought a gorilla mask.
Yeah, I was like, just got a mask from the pound shop. I thought, I'm King Kong. It was not even a poor attempt at a costume, and like they do, went out on a Saturday night, and all the clubs.
It was a Friday actually, wasn't it?
Something like
Tash was open.
Possibly, yeah.
This was when the old Tash had to move to Beat for one night.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was a Friday or a Saturday, and it was like all the clubs are like free entry for all fancy dress and what have you. So we got there. Girlfriend walked through, and you go, and I got stopped, and I was like, he was like, one was like, put your mask on, and put Dorman's here. I went, oh, you need more than a mask, mate. I had to pay £3 to get in.
Not too bad.
It's not that bad, yeah. I mean, nowadays, somebody, I wouldn't say where it was, but it's like you get charged a tenner to go in some places. Yeah. That's probably my worst one. Did you say best costumes?
No, you just said worst we've worn. And I said it's sort of in relation. I said you mean bad taste was just plain shit, and he said go for both.
So yeah, that'd be mine. That was like I say, not even a poor attempt at a costume.
I never really done a bad taste one. Just I remember there was one year for work we had to get our makeup done and stuff for zombieing up, and the attempt at it was rather poor because it was all sort of pretty much thrown together last minute of what we were doing and stuff, and it just all went a bit clusterfuck. Yeah. And there was a lot of PVA glue, I remember.
I know exactly what you mean now, yeah.
There was a lot of PVA glue and that was about it.
Yeah.
And PVA glue and grey paint, and that was it, really. It was shite.
Ended up peeling that stuff off for about 3 or 4 days after.
Yeah. So I've never worn only one bad taste. That's probably the worst I've worn in terms of stuff. But the good thing that did come out of it was everyone thought I was an Ebola doctor. Or that I was an Ebola patient, or a doctor who had Ebola, which is quite funny. In terms of bad taste, again, I've never worn one, but I've seen a few odd ones, like the guy one year dressed as Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, I remember that in Scrooge.
Complete with tracksuit and a massive cigar. And the grey wig. Which if Dave Hughes listens to this, I know we'll be there shaking their going and saying, now then.
Yeah.
Thinking about taking the wig off and putting on a coat hook. Which is a throwback to an old short film reference we were going to make, which never happened. But there we go.
Yeah. Oh, it could still be made.
No, it won't.
Which one are you referring to?
I can't remember what part it was. It was meant to be like Phoenix Nights.
Oh, right. Oh, no. Not what I'm thinking of.
No.
No.
I don't think so, anyway.
Not TC.
No.
Alright, that's alright then. The dream is not over.
Darren, also from the R.A.D Podcast, writes in, best sweets we've had, like Halloween sweets, and how much have we eaten before feeling ill?
Ooh, let me think. I'd say one I've had too much of, it can make you feel really... Oh, we've got a visitor. One I've had that's made me physically sick before is when I've had too much Haribo. And I think it's partly because of Haribo, it's really, really sugary, isn't it?
Yeah.
And certain ones, they have that foamy bit in them, which if you have too much of that, it just swells up in your stomach, doesn't it? And that can make you feel really...
Which foamy bit? The white bits on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's marshmallow.
That's marshmallow, yeah. So that swells up in your stomach if you feel like loads and loads of it, and it can make you feel a bit funny, can't it?
I'm guessing so. But you like your Tangfastics.
Oh yeah, I do.
So
I love
the acid in them or whatever.
Yeah, I do love any Haribo, yeah.
Favourites for me, I had some yesterday where I actually had a bit too big bowls full of sweets. And I kept nicking they're called like, is it fizzies or something, or fizzers?
Oh yeah.
Like Parma Violets.
Oh yeah, I know the one.
The good ones. I hate Parma Violets.
I know somebody who likes it.
Is it the dog down on the floor next to us?
She might just get a packet open by herself and ate them.
So yeah, fizzers. But again, I had like several packs yesterday. I was there just burping. All I could taste was fizzers. Love Hearts.
You wasn't drinking Diet Coke, was you, while you're on?
I had a bottle of Fanta at some point. Yeah,
that
may have
internal combustion.
Yeah. Pop Rocks are nice. I like Pop Rocks. Popping candy. Again, sour stuff. Like I like my Tangfastics. I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've never really eaten anything. I've had like a big bag of Haribo and stuff, but I've never been physically sick from eating sweets, so I can recall.
I don't think I've ever been that bad, but I've had times where I felt, I've got a bit overboard.
The only time I felt ill was when I feel like that. It wasn't even sweet, so it was when I went to West Coast once, and I had a T-bone steak followed by a cheesecake.
Yeah.
A slice of cheesecake, and I was full after
cheesecake,
about 2 days.
Especially if it's in New York cheesecake. It's so creamy, that can be very...
Well, it's thick, it's creamy, and there's like the chocolate sauce, which is a little pot.
Yeah.
But it's...
That can stuff you pretty quick, can't it?
It can, but the chocolate sauce in this little pot is amazing.
Yeah.
I could eat that alone.
Yeah.
So.
That's for donuts, that is.
It needs to go in donuts. Daz also writes in, thoughts on the clocks changing. Love it because we get an extra hour in bed.
That depends on the situation. I've got a little... I can argue that a little bit.
Why?
It means you get an extra hour in bed if you're not unfortunate enough like me to sometimes work nights.
Well,
which yeah, you're alright there, but so when I do get the extra hour in bed like tonight, and I'm not complaining, but I've done the odd occasion where I've worked a night shift on this particular night where the clocks go back and it's it means an extra hour of work rather than an extra hour of
paid
bed.
for it.
Apparently you don't. There's a debate over this. Apparently well, I'm not sure the exact rule on it, but apparently you don't get paid for it because the employees argue that, I think it's a national thing, employees argue that, well, you don't get paid, you don't lose an hour of pay for when the clocks go forward. So no, you don't Yeah, you don't lose an hour of pay when the clocks go forward, and you lose an hour, so you don't gain an hour's extra pay for working that extra hour. So I'm told. Anyway, I'm not sure. That's just a theory.
Let's look into that one.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
It's better in winters. You get an extra hour in bed if you're not working a night shift.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you're working nights, though, it's a nightmare. 'Cause it means you get to 2 o'clock, and then it's like, and the clock goes back to 1 again, and it's like, oh, it's 1 o'clock again. So you've got that extra hour. So, but if you're not working nights, which I try and avoid that shift nowadays, because I'm normally off Halloween weekend anyway, it's all right. Well, sure, there has been talk though of stopping doing that, hasn't there? Just keeping the clocks as they are.
It's going to be one of them ago. It's kind of like the Sunday trading laws, and people are going to say yes and no for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a debate or something.
It'll never happen.
Yeah. So, so Daz also asked favourite mode of time travel from. I put from media, but he's asked like from films, movies, and films, books, and in real life. Which I don't understand.
In real life, yeah. I'm trying to think of something now. Because all I can really think of is everyone knows the TARDIS, obviously.
There's the TARDIS, the time machine.
That's what I'm thinking of. The time machine, the original film. He built his own time machine, doesn't he? What else is there?
There's a really easy thingy one.
There's Family Guy, isn't there? They do it.
They've got there's that one, but there's one you're missing out on.
I'm thinking Futurama now, because I'm sure Futurama they've done it.
Yes, it was a machine the professor made.
Yeah.
He wants to go to see the end of the universe, something.
Might not have seen that one, or if not.
It's the later season one. Because Paul was talking about Futurama on R.A.D as well, and I had a nostalgia trip.
What's the one I'm missing? Let me remember.
A really famous film.
Bloody hell.
Everyone is there shouting at their computer or phone now. Like,
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh God, no! You idiot!
That's what I thought he was referring to. It's gonna be so obvious when you say it. What is it? God.
Have another guess.
Let me think. Oh!
If you say Hot Tub Time Machine 2, I'm going to punch you.
No, I can't believe I didn't think of it. I didn't think of it now. Back to the Future.
Right.
Okay, I probably would say that was my favourite, to be honest, even though I couldn't think of it. I don't typically think of it as a time travel film. I think of it as
it's a time travel film.
I just think it generally is a sci-fi comedy film, really.
But the Doc Brown gets shot.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that first. Alright, poet now, yeah. But no, that's a good film. That's a classic. Back to the Future. I'd probably say that's. It's one end. Try and bloody remake it now.
There's been talk of them trying, but it's one of the talking about years ago and it's never happened.
Michael J. Fox will be Doc Brown this time.
I hope no.
But yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of Back to the Future before anything. Because I'd probably say Back to the Future is my personal favourite. Although
there's probably more of a time travel films. They're the ones that sort of stand out to me as the most well known ones.
It does take me back. I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but it takes me back to primary school when in English we had to write a story. I used to love writing stories. So I've got such a, well, as you know, I've got such a crazy imagination. I've got like a really vivid, crazy imagination.
At times, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And we had to write a story where you had to write. The theme was you had to write about time travel, but the time machine could be anything you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And all things in the world. Somehow I got 4 people inside one. Of all the things in the world, I chose a post box. A normal red pillar box.
Right.
Somehow I got 4 people into a pillar box, and that was a time machine.
You weirdo.
So, just reminds me of that a little bit as well. Can't wait to knock some time machine.
Over Back to the Future.
I know.
I just don't think of what time machine, time travel films are. I can't think of any.
No, I'm sure there's some out there, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
What's that other one? There is one.
What?
I just remember there is one. I've not seen it. I wanted to see it when I saw the advert for it. It's a British one. It's got Bill Nye in it. what's that one called? He tells his son that the family has a secret. The men in the family have a secret ability to travel in time or something. So I always remember the trailer for it. He says something like, there's only certain times you can go to. He says in the trailer, he says, you can't like go back and assassinate Hitler or something like that. He says.
I know which one you mean. I can't think of what it's called. So yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I must get around to watching that when I do find out what it is.
I just thought something to another one, and it's gone.
I know they did a remake of The Time Machine, didn't they?
They did. No, but there's another time travel film I thought of then.
It's been done in Simpsons a couple of times, hasn't it?
Yes.
Some of the Halloween specials.
Well, Darren's question is favourite mode of time travel.
Favourite mode?
Oh, that was it, Bill and Ted.
Oh, yeah.
Phone box.
Well, Homer did it using a toaster, didn't he? Because he got his hand stuck in the toaster and somehow that turned into a time machine, didn't they? I don't but the Halloween ones, they can do anything, can't they? In Simpsons. I'm actually tempted to say that one, the toaster.
The toaster.
It's just
I'd go with the DeLorean.
Yeah.
Because it's the standard classic car.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thought.
Sorry, the dog on the floor wanting their belly rubbed. But yeah, the DeLorean, that's meant to be a fridge.
Yeah.
Originally. But they didn't want kids climbing into fridges. Apparently. Because it was too dangerous.
So they encouraged the kids to drive at 88 miles an hour instead then?
Yeah. In a DeLorean. A nuclear powered DeLorean.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, they won't get the plutonium, will they? Although according to Doc Brown, you can buy every corner shop in 1985. But not been able to get that in my corner shop when I've asked for it. I mean, these days, if you went to a shop and asked for plutonium, you'd have the counter-terror squad around your house, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. They'd have ways.
A special branch.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? Because I've sort of moving out.
No, I think we've touched on that one, haven't we?
But so there's before we do wrap up, we got set a challenge on Thursday. I think when it got put out on Wednesday. By Paul and the guys at the R.A.D.
Oh yes,
discussion podcast.
I like the sound of this.
They've challenged us to a Christmas crap snack challenge, which is essentially if you listen to their episode 2, we have to get we can only use Poundland or Pound World, and we must get $5's worth of stuff in it. Well, it's including the stocking.
It's £4 worth of stuff then.
Well,
basically,
technically, but a £5 because you have to buy the stocking as well. So, and it's going to be I'm going to an indecisive judge. We got 3 to a team. So it's like £15 worth of stuff essentially, and then there'll be an impartial judge. So yeah, Paul, challenge accepted, mate.
I'm looking forward to that.
The problem is, me and Paul have got a thing now where we both have we've both got the pound shop and try and get our pound shop bargains filmed.
Oh yeah, but this is going to be total crap, isn't it? Basically, so
if you want to buy a load of crap, you can do, but you got to remember to impress the judge. So I'd get some weird and wacky stuff.
Oh yeah. I've got some ideas in my head already. So,
I'm just going to raid the Christmas aisle and maybe throw some X-Lax in there.
Christmas aisle have a few things. I think it's just some general things you can buy in the pound shop. That I wouldn't say.
We'll have to see what the judges decide because essentially it's.
Who's going to be our judge? By the way,
we're still deciding. I'm thinking of getting 2. Right. If they pick their impartial judge and we pick.
What about our Mooch TV friends? There's 2 of them, and that'd be.
That could work.
Yeah.
Well, we'll sort out with Paul near the time, but we can't start until the 1st of December.
Right.
What's the deadline? We've not really set one, but I reckon 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we're going to play a Facebook Live.
I was going to say, what are we going to do? Are we doing a joint podcast or?
It'll either be a joint podcast or we're going to do a meet up in a pub somewhere and have the winners chosen.
Right.
So, but essentially it's out of 6. It's if we come first and third, then we've won.
Yeah.
Or if they come first and third, then they've won. Because it's
I see what you mean.
Majority win sort of thing. So yeah, challenge accepted, Paul. I can't wait because this is my sort of territory, pound shop bargains, as you well know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it already.
So yeah, but check out the R.A.D Podcast. Paul and Daz and Alan, they've only done 2 episodes so far, but they're really funny, really good topical stuff, a bit like ours, but they delve into some of the more taboo subjects that we don't cover. So give them a listen on Spreaker, give them a like on Facebook, search UK R.A.D Podcast, follow them on Twitter as well. I think it's UK R.A.D Pod or something like that. I can't remember. 1 second, I should have researched this beforehand. And Christ doesn't have Twitter on his phone. This is really.
It's on there somewhere, yeah.
He's got it. It's alright, we're saved. When it loads.
We'll be back in 1 second.
We will.
I'd say that.
Oh, there we go. The Twitter is UK R.A.D Podcast, and the Christ is now following them.
All right. Thank you.
So yeah, check those guys out. Find them on Spreaker, Facebook, Twitter. Post like our page, Lost Art Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Lost Art Podcast. Send us an email, lostartpodcasting@gmail.com, and give us a follow on Instagram at Lost Art Podcasting. But that's going to do it for our not so Halloween episode special. That's sort of Halloween but not. So I've been Coxy.
I have been Count Christ.
And you've been listening. Thank you very much. In fact, before we go,
Yep.
I'm going to end this one with one of my favourite horror, well, sort of horror themes, and this is from the Toxic Avenger 2. It's quite a good song, so enjoy.
Consider a good enemy of evil.